Hey there, everyone. My name is Nathan, and I'm the owner here at Minnesota Mobile Guy. If you're not already familiar with us, we're a business based here in the U.S. state of Minnesota, and we assist clients from all over the world with all sorts of different issues and services on their smartphones and tablets and other mobile devices. Now, here with me today, I have an Apple iPad mini, pretty familiar by the Apple logo there and all the layout of the screen and everything that we can see here. And this one's obviously been factory reset because it's at the setup screen here. So the issue that we're going to be taking a peek at today is a little bit of a unique one. Let me jump through the settings here. Okay. So as we go through the setup here, to get the device activated and set up after that factory reset, we'll come to something that is a little more of a unique issue that not everyone is knowledgeable about. Okay, I need to agree to that and set up as new. Okay, there we go. So we get this screen that says remote management, and then we can see there that it says that Comcast cable will automatically configure your iPad, and it talks about remote management. Now, there's a little button there to learn more about it, and then up in the top we have our button to tap next to keep going. So if I tap it, it brings up this screen with a login for remote management. And now from this screen, there is no other way to go. The device requires this login in order for it to keep going. Now, basically, we're making this video to let all of our clients know that we do offer a service to be able to bypass this type of lock on an Apple device. So let me get it plugged in and running with our program here. Let me back out of there. Oops. New iPad, there we go. So that you can still see that that's on there. Let me get it plugged in here, and then we'll get our program running while I talk about exactly what's going on here. And let's see, come on. There we go. Okay. So that's running, and that's going to take a few minutes. So basically what we have here is a lock that's been put on the device by a company. So this, instead of being a personal device, this is one that has actually been set up and configured by a business or an enterprise. Companies use devices for their employees, or it might be a school district, or there's all types of different scenarios where the device belongs to an employee of a company or an organization, and that organization has partnered with Apple in order to have basically administrator restrictions on the device to where they're the only one that's able to use it. We've got the device here turning back on, so that process will just take a couple minutes, just showing you that it is still running. So a very common scam these days is for a dishonest seller to sell someone a device that either they originally stole from someone who was using it, or for a disgruntled employee to sell off a device that was yours that they were using for the organization. So the buyer, not knowing about it, buys the device, and then once they try to go through the setup, they get to that remote management screen. So this is sometimes referred to as an MDM lock, which stands for mobile device management, and that's basically Apple's program that lets companies kind of have administrator control over the device. And so the scam that goes on is that, again, someone tries to sell the device, and then the buyer finds that they cannot bypass that screen and get into the device to actually use it. And that can apply to both iPhones and iPads, and our solution to get that removed works either way, no matter which device it is. Now, we should stress this is not something that will help you to bypass an iCloud or an activation lock. So if while going through those steps, if you get to a screen that instead says activation lock, and if it asks for the previous user's Apple ID and password, that is not something that will help you here. This is specifically only to bypass that MDM lock where the company or the enterprise has that lock on there. So if you get to that screen that says remote management and it talks about the company being the one who administrates it, then that's the type of thing that we can help you with here. So the device has now been fully restarted, and we're back at the setup screen here. So let me just hit the home button, and it talks about a restore being completed. So let me hit OK, let me continue, and then it's going to make us go through the rest of the process here. See if I can do this backwards. Create a passcode. We don't want to use a passcode, so we're going to just skip it. Don't use. And that's a good sign because we never saw that passcode option before, so that does tell us that we're on the right track here. We're going to skip Apple ID because we don't want to use that. Location services, we don't need to turn those on necessarily. Disable. We don't need to use Siri. Just skip, 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 skip. And continue, continue. And there we go. Welcome to iPad. Get started. And if we tap that, boom, there we go. So we are now at the home screen. We've gotten that MDM lock bypassed. The security or the company restrictions have been removed, and we're now able to fully access and use the device just as if it was our own personal one. So if you have an Apple device, either an iPad or an iPhone that you've bought and you found it to have that MDM remote management lock enabled, go ahead and get in touch with us because we would love to help you out with getting that fixed. All of our contact information will be right down in the video description, and I'll also put a slide at the end of the video here that has all the info there as well. While you're here, make sure to check out all the other videos that we have on our channel, as we offer a lot of different services for a lot of different devices, and I'm sure you'll find something there that could come in handy down the road. Also, while you're here, make sure to hit that subscribe button to be notified of all the new videos and services that we're constantly offering and starting, just like this one. Y para todos los hispanohablantes, nosotros también hablamos español, así que ustedes no duden en contactarse con nosotros. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a great day.